Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the third match of round 1 of Historical Rivalries Cup. In this game, give me 1 second. So, by now I figure if you're watching this, you probably already figured out what this tournament is all about. We're combining certain civs into pairings and then playing those pairings against each other. You might have noticed earlier the very cute chats between these two teams. They were very excited to get into it. And we're seeing one civ pairing we've seen before in the last match, which is Saracens and Ethiopians here for Jimenacha and Valeria. Jimenacha on Saracens and Valeria on Ethiopians. Now, both these civs are archer civs at heart. Saracens can follow up with good light cav and cavalry. And Ethiopians, if you build a stable, something has gone horribly wrong. But you can at least follow up with a very good siege and very good archers and pretty solid infantry too. Oh, I like this. I don't think this is a good idea because if archers come in here before you cut down this tree, then you can just you can't do anything about it, you just die. But it's very satisfying, honestly. And it does protect against melee units. But yeah, Saracens do contribute archers dealing extra damage against buildings, and combined with Ethiopians doing just shooting faster, having I think it's 18% faster archer fire rate, it essentially allows you to just make siege archers. And they're not quite as strong as like obsidian arrows or even Saracens free nerf, but it definitely has a good spot in the roster. Now, Vikings and Celts, both infantry civilizations. However, Celts have some of the worst archers in the game. You can still play Celt archers just because of their wood bonus, but as far as actual like upgrades and stuff, they are terrible. They lack arbalists, they lack bracer, thumb ring, and ring archer armor. Apart from like Bulgarians and Spanish that just don't get crossbow at all, they have probably the worst archers in the game. But again, you can still just mass them and have a lot of them because of that. The Celts are one of the strongest eco bonuses in the game, and wood of course contributes a lot to that. But in this case, I'm probably going to be expecting Vikings to pick up the slack on archers more than anything. I think Celts tend to stick to either the Huang mishmash of everything that you can build, or just infantry and siege. So I think Celt and Viking is a very interesting one, because I think they're both very strong civs. Oceaning's pointing out where Valeria is. They're both very strong civs in their own right, but they're one of the few civ pairings that don't actually have a strong cavalry. I mean, Viking cavalry is just like a disaster. It's worse than Ethiopians. They don't get plate barding, they don't get bloodlines, and they don't get husbandry. They're the only old world civ in the game to not get bloodlines or husbandry. Every other civ gets at least one of them, apart from the Mesoamerican civs, and Incas if you don't count them as a Mesoamerican civ because you're, you know, very particular about the word Mesoamerican, but that's for another discussion, I suppose. So, and Celts, I mean, they can get paladins, I guess, but they lack bloodlines and plate barding. Plate barding and bloodlines are probably the two most important upgrades. I mean, altogether, cavalry in this matchup is really weak. I mean, Ethiopians actually probably comes out ahead of Celts. And I mean, I guess they're actually Ethiopian and Celt cavalry is the same. Celts get paladin, whereas Ethiopians at least get camels, so there's some specific counter units there. Saracens don't get cavalier. They get fully upgradable knights, but not cavalier. So they're probably the best cavalry civ here, at least when it comes to the full stable. But I think we're going to be seeing a lot of other stuff going on, like say these free militias. So this timing looks pretty early. It might be an attempt to rush into fast castle. The walls are already going up for Valeria though, and I think these militia are going to be able to sneak past. Oceaning already has her scout ready, and the walls are supposed to come up here, but there's no loom yet. And oh, she reacts very quickly to that, whereas Jimenacha immediately goes into Feudal Age. But yeah, that's a good time to get loom, but I think it's too late for that one. A villager with loom can take on one militia, just about. Like they'll lose, but it's a close match, very close. But without loom, and especially split up like this, it's a disaster. That's a really good drush already. I mean, Okay, that's a good quick wall there. I would have loved to see Oceaning just send the scout in here to make sure that that quick wall doesn't go up. But I mean, this is still a disaster. That villager survives. I think she could have pushed for it. But oh no, what are you doing with Jimenacha? Send him back, yeah. But I mean, even if she didn't get a single kill here, this is a really good rush. I mean, this is so awkward. It's gonna make it really hard to send more villagers to wood. Like, there's so much idle time coming up here. And I mean, she's just untouched. She's just doing her thing here, setting up farms too. So that's good. Starting to attack this mill here. Generally, you do want to attack the mill over palisade walls, by the way, because even though the palisade wall has less HP, it only costs 2 wood to build, so it only costs 1 wood to fully repair. Oh, this is sneaky. Oh, oh, wow! Valeria! Actual assassin! Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, is she gonna do it again? No, she's just delivering food! Oh my god, this is beautiful. Getting up her own barracks, getting her scout cab back, and hopefully she has something to say about this at this point, but yeah, it's a bit awkward. Oceaning hasn't clicked up yet. She's setting up walls, so I think this is gonna be a Drushfast castle. I'm gonna set up a mill here in a second, I think. Attacking with the scout cab now, and she... Okay, yeah. I think Oceaning has a little bit of a nervous tick here, where every time she gets attacked, she just retreats her militia. No matter what she's attacked by, because she's focused on other things, which is fair. She can also sneak in here now. Oh, the brave assassin villager. But yeah, you want to attack the mill instead because it costs 100 wood to get up, so repairing it is much more costly. Because yeah, it's sorry, now I can't explain that, but yeah, it's 2 wood to, or I think it's actually 1 wood to repair it up to 250, whereas for this, it's about 50 wood to repair it up to 800. So yeah, it's much worse there. But yeah, like, again, even if she doesn't get a single kill more, she's still done so much damage just idling Valeria's eco here, and like, even then, look at where she's getting wood right now. She needs to, I think she's got 200 wood, she kinda needs to drop another lumber camp at some point. And she's getting archers out now, so like, this threat is contained, but it's still gonna be annoying for a little bit longer, and again, so much eco has been idled here. The problem now is she's not really paying attention to this, so the mill never went down. I think she opened it up here now, but yeah, oh, this is looking awkward. She kind of self-idled a lot. This is not a great lumber camp, but like, girl, I understand it. You're kind of stressed right now. This has been a kind of hellish drush already. This is why when I get drushed, I just take all of my villagers and attack. I know it's not the best idea because it's still idle time and they can just run away, but like, to me, I just want to have it done. I just want the drush to be over. Just like, if I have to give up 2 villagers, I don't give a shit. I just go for it. Blaster coming up here, 2 archer ranges, so that's very solid. As for the Saracens, we've actually set up a stable here, and it looks like the scouts are trying to hit Ocean. Oh, there's a gap here in the planned wall. If she sees this, she should be able to actually put up a few gates here, but I think it's too late. This villager is just standing, and yeah, the scouts come around. That's 3 scouts and against 3 villagers, and they're gonna be able to clean it. They might get 1 lost scout cab, but no, microing away. This is really good from Jimenacha. This last militia is just like, you fucking wait, I'll come back for you. I think this might reverse all of the gains that Oceaning made, sadly, especially combined with the awkwardness that was her ego while she was doing that. 3 scouts can take out 1 spearman just fine, and if she micros them, she might even be able to not lose anything here, but that's a brave villager, and she's not exactly gonna get rewarded for her bravery. Oh, and there's another one here. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like the Jimenacha is actually gonna end up seeing it, but it is worryingly close. Like, let's see. She's just, right now, she's just scouting around. She's got some archers backing up from Valeria. Yeah, I wouldn't engage there, but it's not a huge deal. At the same time, Yekky is just kinda booming up. She's gonna start sending her archers over, but they're kind of split up, and they might actually get sniped off by scouts. And yeah, there goes that villager. There's an attempt at a quick wall, but yeah, Even without the archers there, that would have been a tough quick wall. And yeah, this is the problem with walling in your resources only. You kind of create your own death pen. But here comes Yekky's archers. We're seeing the same upgrades overall, but there's actually a few more Viking archers here than there are Ethiopians. Ethiopians are a bit stronger, but there are more archers here for Yekky. And I think in these numbers, these scouts aren't going to do too much. Like, these two need to engage at the same time, or we're just going to see them die separately like this. Yeah, Jimenacha going for the attack. I mean, it gives Valeria some time to actually snipe those villagers, but now, divide and conquer. Yekky's... Oh, yeah, this might actually end up being good for Valeria. But more archers are streaming in. I would love to see archer armor coming in here. And I could definitely swing this fight one way or the other. Town watch coming in from Jimenacha, which is interesting. I don't really know why. Maybe she was housed. And she shouldn't be. She's at 37. But maybe that was just her scouts dying. I don't know. But yeah, apart from this, we have to say that, like, Vikings here, alongside Celts, Vikings are probably the strongest eco-civ, right? So, while all this is happening, even if this is just going even between Yekky and Valeria, it's kind of going in the favor of Yekky because of that home site eco bonus. And Oceaning's up to castle. Let's see what she does with it. Sometimes we see a lot of, because of Celts, just general strong eco. Oh, but she's getting chased off gold. Not quite losing Spearman, but getting very close. Called Wheel and Barrow coming in at the same time from Jimenacha and Valeria. You can tell they've been training together. And now going up against this very bad wood line. But yeah, the question is, Ocean's in castle, but what's she's gonna do with it? She's at 20 mils. Jimenacha's clicked up now, and that could be dangerous. I mean, Saracen Knights are not upgradable to Cavalier, but that doesn't make them bad in Castle Age. And oh, Yekky, pay attention! Okay, that's still gonna go in her favor, but yikes, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt quite a bit. At least allows Oceaning to get back onto gold. That's very important. But yeah, her eco's kind of a mess now, losing all of those. If she had been a bit faster with the wall, that could have been so good for her. I mean, the drush was fantastic. But now, everyone's going towards castle. Yekky's gonna be the latest, which is very dangerous, especially with Jimenacha coming in early and potentially being able to make those knights. It looks like that's what we're gonna get. I think there was Bloodlines just finishing over there. And we're seeing a lot of upgrades coming in, forging for Jimenacha, padded archer armor, which I very much like, and gold mining coming in from Valeria. So she knows what she's about. She's gonna bring these archers home, just make sure that they don't get pounced on by Yekky's superiors numbers. And from here, she can just start two-ranging Ethiopian archers, crossbows, and the like. And yeah, upgrades are looking good. I think even Jimenacha could probably tribute a bit to her, just so she can get like thumb ring immediately and just go for the full machine gun crossbow. But honestly, it would probably be better to just get ballistics if anything. So, Jimenacha's in castle now. She's getting camels right away. Who do you think is gonna make cavalry? Like, I guess, to be fair, I will say they don't really know how bad of a position that Ocean is in, and they don't know about these sneak stables. So there's something to be said for that, I guess, that they might actually come in useful, but I think if you don't know what's coming in, camels in this situation seem like a very strange choice. I think I would rather see knights. I know it's you don't want to make knights as Saracens because they'll go nowhere. You're the only civ to get knights but lack a cavalier. But Yekky's starting to get up a good amount of crossbows here, and I mean that's the big thing I'm worried about these camels. Yes, they're gonna deal with the forces of Oceaning, but I don't want to be mean, but Oceaning lost so many villagers that you don't need anything special. You don't need a counter unit to deal with her right now. You can just go at it with like the crossbows you had. So I am uncertain about this, but the camels are a nice compliment. Oh, a battering ram. I think I would have rather seen mangonels. Because now she doesn't have anything ranged, so Valeria can just repeatedly wall behind. But this TC could get denied. I mean, what's her... She doesn't have any upgrades. She's going fully upgrade-less. So this is kind of a YOLO push. And I mean, this... Yeah, she needs... I mean, the market wall won't even do it. She needs to, like, set up a stone wall several tiles behind. And yeah, the camels are in. They don't do a lot of damage, but I mean, against villagers, you don't need to do a lot of damage. Especially ones that don't really have anywhere safe to go. But the push is coming in here. I mean, certainly Valeria, I don't think was expecting this. And the blacksmith's gonna go down. Just trying to wall behind with houses. Gonna see a scorpion come up now. The problem is that, like, Oceaning for the second time this game is just gonna lose her entire eco. And Yekky's coming in here, gonna try to play the defense for her teammate while her teammate is off in the enemy base. This is actually a really good idea. Like, it's pretty much the only way you can pull this back, I think, with how badly it's gone for Oceaning this game. But it is still very hard to pull off. I mean, it's 16 Ethiopian herbs. Got the same upgrades and all. No ballistics for either. It might be something that she could think about getting. But certainly, like, one of the big scary things about this is that they don't need siege to take down this town center. Crossbows outrange town centers with bow and arrow. So with the Saracen siege bonus and the Ethiopian firing speed, they can just go at it. Yeah, these... Okay, they're definitely coordinating now. They're gonna try to mash up. Over here, we're seeing a swarm of camels come in from the Jimenacha to actually deal with this, so... Well done. Yekky's coming in here, microing a little bit just to try to avoid the worst of the volleys back, and... Yeah, I think Jimenacha got distracted up here. I think if the camels were in the fight too, I think they could have taken that without too much problem. And now they're arriving, and Yekky has actually lost quite a bit. And without ballistics, there's always so much you can do when the enemy runs away like this. But more crossbows are coming in. It should, in theory, work here. And it's faint praise, but with the town center, they can actually do something. But now Jimenacha has successfully pushed back. They know about this base now, and they're gonna start taking it down. Although there is a Celtic Camel Rider, which is... That's a fun Discord. If you're looking for a Discord profile name, Celtic Camel Rider. I like it. 4 farms, one of which is on fire, and oh no, she sent them back to work, and they went to work to go mine. And I don't think... I think if you go minute by minute in this game, I think most minutes Oceaning has fewer villagers than the minute before. Like, she's just gotten absolutely trashed. And it's a tough matchup, because, like, again, Celts are really awkward in Castle, where, like, crossbows and knights dominate, and, like, especially in early Castle, where crossbows and knights dominate, and they have bad both of those. They lack bloodlines, they're gonna lack blade barding, they lack thumbring. Yeah, it's not something you want to get into. Another Celtic Camel Rider has been acquired for the squad. And Valeria's coming up here too. I guess they're just gonna focus on wrapping this up right now, because again, I feel really bad for Oceaning, but she doesn't pose a threat right now. Like, you give her 20 minutes and she can probably boom back up, but right now, good lord, is she kind of she's more a distraction than anything else right now, and like, that's the danger of team games, right? Sometimes you get to be the person who just gets smashed. Yes, well played from Jimenacha and Valeria, though. Oh, what is this? Oh my god, no! Yekky, no! Oh, that is so many vills lost. And she was the one who had kind of cared for her team. Here comes the castle. It's gonna deny this gold. I mean, after seeing all of these villagers go down, I think you could, like, move it up here. Just deny 2 golds in 1. I mean, that's disastrous. Yekky's coming back now. I think this castle's gonna go up before she can reach it, though. Without ballistics, it's gonna be hard to actually kill these villagers once they start dancing. She might be able to snipe a few, but oh no, I don't think she's paying attention. Okay, never mind, she is. But under a castle, this amount, yes, camels are weak against crossbows, but against these numbers, when they're this damaged, yeah, I mean, the health alone kinda says the difference there, doesn't it? And here the siege crossbows are coming in. Gonna try to micro into the hole. I mean, it's good, but I don't think it's good enough. Jimenacha can definitely afford to lose quite a few of these. I definitely think she should start switching off camels as Valeria starts going to because like at this point, when you see this amount of camels out, no one's ever gonna make knights or scout cam again. Like that's just, you look at this amount of Saracen camels and you're just like, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna bother building another stable, especially not as fight. Oh, is that the filter? Okay, well the GG VPs are coming in. Okay, it's a really fun game. I feel really bad for oceaning, but I'm glad to see this enthusiasm. Good game to both of these teams, and I certainly hope that Ocean has a little bit of an easier time next game. That it's not fun being in that position. Like, when you're in a team game, you kind of know that there's a good chance that you're gonna get ganged up on, but you don't want to be. You accept the possibility, but you hate the idea that it's actually gonna happen. Oh. But yeah, excellent first game. And we shall be moving on to the next one. Alright, and we should be moving into our next game, which is indeed going to be on Yekky and oceaningabyss's Homemaps arena. And given that it's arena, we're gonna have some time to talk about Civs. So, we're seeing the classic, we're seeing Franks and Britons, the old Joan of Arc combo, which I elected to name the Angevin Empire, after a... I mean, it existed, but I think Angevin Empire is honestly more famous for being like a fictional alt history thing of like, what if the French and the Britons actually managed to stick together for a long time and formed a super Western European empire? You know, you get the drill. Standard alt history stuff. Everyone's currently just gathering ibexes, and the relic positions here, before I get into civilizations, I suppose, they're very interesting, right? Because they just kind of sneak through the middle for some reason. Like, you see how almost all of them are just in a straight line between, or two straight lines, I suppose, between Yekky and Jimenacha. Still, the home map for oceaningabyss and Yekky is this one, so we'll see if they have any strats. We're going Franks, Britons, which I will admit, I don't find any of them to be immediately arena-ish, right? Because there are definitely strats you can do. I mean, Britons are just very nice for booming. Franks are quite strong at that too, and have the potential for castle drops. But both of their armies are going to be pretty conventional, stuff you'd probably see more on Arabia than anything else. We might see longbowmen, but that's about it, I think. Now, Khmer and Burmese are almost infamous for their arena prowess. Also, an interesting little thing here, Jimenacha is... In fact, no one apart from Yekky so far has deleted... Oh, I think Valeria might have deleted some walls here. But more so than anything, we're seeing... Like, Jimenacha is actually just happy to use this, like, little space behind. It gives her a second layer of walls. Ocean, like, I love you, but I hate this. There's something so annoying about seeing a half wall still being there. I know it's not like a thing you need to focus on, don't get me wrong, but there's something about it that just bothers me. Still, Khmer Burmese, I think, are both very interesting, right? Like, we're expecting Burmese to go into Harambe, and they're not nearly as strong on Arena in particular as they used to be. They're a little bit better against, like, archers nowadays, actually, because of the fact that they spread damage much better. Like, their misses count as 100% damage rather than the half of other ranged units. So they're actually better against archer clumps, but the really big thing that Burmese could do was just go through walls. And they could do that much more efficiently with their higher base attack. Now that it's a bit lower, they can still definitely do it, but it's going to take longer. It's going to give their opponents a much better chance to actually defend against it. So I am curious if it is going to be the classic double castle Harambe. It may very well be. Oh, board is not cooperating. Khmer themselves are of course also interesting because you tend to think of two things with Khmer, I think. I think it's battle elephants, which is like the actual thing they're supposed to be good at, and hussars, which are a lot easier and more versatile. Let's see which one ends up being picked up here. I mean, the battle elephants do help, I guess, when we're talking about Harambe not being as good at breaking through walls nowadays. The battle elephants can definitely help with that a lot, and it provides a very good counter towards skirmishers, and to some extent it provides just a meat shield for stuff like enemy crossbows and the like, which will probably be coming out of Yekky's Britons. Still, apart from that, we're not seeing too much too funky so far. I mean, everyone seems to be pretty much sticking to what they're trying to get to here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. We're seeing this nice little sheep pen kind of near the grass, but taunting them with its absence. Look at this sheep. Sheep is very interested in that grass, and everyone else is trying to tell him, no, Jim. Ocean said not to eat the grass. Still, some good deer pushing going on. I think Oceaning's finished off hers. Yekky still has 2. I think she pushed 1. Looks like Valeria's finished off hers, and Jimenacha is just starting on hers. It's definitely nothing you need to rush on Arena. Like, you can get it later. The only times you really wanna actually get to the deer as soon as possible, I think, are like human starts, right? If you want to do some funky stuff with Cumin, either 2 TCs or just try the battering ram down walls in Feudal, which is something I've done to not success. I don't like Arena. It's definitely something you can try to rush into Feudal, but yeah, in general you can honestly just take it once the sheep are done, and it'll usually be fine. This Ibis is in a little bit of an awkward position though if she wants to push it. Oh, having trouble with this one. Okay, I think it's behaving now. Gonna have some difficulty trying to push it further unless she just wants to take it here. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. No specific reason not to, I suppose. It's not that huge of a efficiency loss or anything. And on Arena, you don't have to worry about safety for a while. You have your time. Also, can we talk about the wood clumps in the middle? They're just to the east. I don't think it's a balance problem, given that the east, the axis of where the teams are is north-south. So, this is something Oceaning and Jimenacha can fight over. But it is very weird. And okay, we're seeing castles already being mined here. And it does look like, yeah, the build tends to be a little bit late because you're sending all of these people on stone. Because you want 2 castles rather than 1, because else Harambe just builds so slowly. Jimenacha's gonna be a bit late compared to the other ones, but that's kind of in the plan. Yekky's the first to advance. Britons, she has been able to chomp up. Oh, she's just going out here. I wonder if she'll build a mill for the second one. Because I'm pretty sure she pushed 1, so I'm surprised she's just happy to push 1 and then call it there. Getting horse color. It's nice getting to do that after only 1 farm, but her food income's a little bit low. She has these 4, another 4 here, and Oh, that ibex is gonna be annoying to bring home for a sec here, I think. Ah, but I think this lumberjack might scare her. Oh, oh, yeah. Okay, very good, very good. A jaguar or a snow leopard. Excuse me. I should know my cats. I should know my cats better than that. So everyone's up to feudal now, and Jimenacha is actually going pretty quickly into castle. So she... Oh no, sorry, that's feudal. Why is she so late? Good lord. Yeah, wait, what's she doing? Why is she so late? I guess she's just... Oh wait, because she's come here so she can just click up immediately, right? Yeah, she has to just immediately click. Yeah, there she goes. Sorry, I don't play an arena a lot. I don't know the strats. But yeah, so she is gonna be first to castle, but Oceaning is... They're actually kind of neck and neck. Yeah, Jimenacha's about 3 seconds ahead. Oceaning has the nice thing of not having had to get horse collar for her farms, so some of them are gonna run out now. These are the other ones. Why does this one say 0? I don't want to have to submit capture age bug reports, damn it. Oh, is this the amount that like the farm has produced? Yeah, okay, so that's like that's the spirit of the law puts it in the basket, okay. Surprised they don't actually note the... Oh, wait, is it? Because that went to 0 and then it disappeared. I'm very confused. Don't worry about it, okay? Well, Valeria's run by plan is on the way, and we have a scout fight. Oceaningabyss is microing away. She's gonna get bonked down, and now Yekky's alone. But Valeria's also get bonked down, and I think Yekky's ahead here. But she's not on aggressive stance, and she didn't click on Jimenacha's scout, so 1 for 1. I guess slight advantage to Yekky for having 5 extra HP, but that's about it. So, based on how she's building these, I think there's already an awareness that there's gonna be a run by. She's already preparing a second wall, which is not... I mean, if the stone walls are gonna go down, these are also gonna go down, but it is buying her a bit more time, which is quite important. But she's setting up a lot of archers already, just to make sure that she's prepared. Knights coming out for the Frankish Oceaningabyss, and 2 immediate town centers, holy moly! Yeah, there's no hesitation on that one. Just going for the boom. I kinda expected her to be a bit more conservative, given that her ally was gonna go for a run. I figured she would actually want to... I figured she would actually have liked to support the Aramba in some way, but it looks like the castles are gonna go up, so she's gonna be safe at home while she produces these 2. It's very difficult to actually stop these castles from going up, so in most cases on Arena you kinda just have to deal with the knowledge that Aramba are coming. Yekky's still not up to castle age. This could be a serious problem. I mean, she's massing archers, but it's too early. She needs to click up and then get that going. Slinging is allowed, by the way, and the market is already up for Oceaning, I think. I don't know how much they're like talking about this, but I would definitely say like at this point you need to sling. Like they don't know about the Aramba coming yet. They probably suspect it. Oh, a barracks coming up. I'm guessing so they can build a stable and then get Bloodlines Husbandry. But yeah, Aramba are starting to get produced. And yeah, I suspect there's gonna be more of them for a while. A monk coming in, probably getting ready for Khmer paddle elephants. Yeah, this will be tough for Yekky. She's finally clicking up the castle, and she's getting a good mass of archers, but they're just archers. They're not crossbows. They don't have bodkin. They don't even have padded archer armor yet. I would not be sending them out yet. Like, I know it's scary, and oh, they're gonna go for the castle drop. This is good. It's a little bit scary just because you're putting pressure on Jimenacha and not on Valeria, and Valeria's probably the scary one immediately. But the good news about this is the fact that Valeria is still just on 1 TC. Her eco is not going to be booming for a good while now. She just wants to spend it on Arambai, which is kind of how this build works. So actually getting some pressure down on Jimenacha here and stopping the boom from proceeding is quite important. So as long as they find a way to deal with the Arambai, they should be fine with this. And the castle does allow, like, Arambai, until they get Manipur Cavalry, they are definitely not particularly strong against castles. After that, they can do okay. Although I would still be, careful. I want to see this castle go attack a stone wall instead of this house. Yeah. Is it? It's this. Yeah, this is. Yeah, castles have bonus damage against stone defenses. It's most commonly seen when you drop a castle on like someone else's tower rush or something like that. Stone coming up here behind for Jimenacha, I think that's a good idea. I want to see how she walls, because she either has to wall to the remaining stone wall or she has to wall into a house, and that's kind of a weak point. But then again, it's just going to be house walls for a lot of it. But Arambai are now out, and if the crossbow and bodkin arrow are coming in, but these are mounted units, they're okay-ishly chunky. I mean, they've got 80 HP, that's not bad. So I think ballistics is kind of necessary. And is Valeria just gonna ignore this situation? Is this a let your teammate die sort of situation? I think so, yeah. She's just gonna go straight up for oceaning. And we'll see here, does Yekky back? They've got a battering ram now, so honestly, I think you could just leave it to oceaning to put pressure on here. But someone needs to defend here, because this gate will go down. That's the thing, ranged units generally don't do damage against stone walls, but that's because they have a pierce armor, but Arambai deals so much damage that they get past that pierce armor by a sizable amount. Yeah, this could be a serious problem. I mean, Yekky still hasn't moved her crossbows. Single watchtower's going up here, I don't know about that one. But a Mangano's coming out now, and that's going to be so useful in defending here. That is so important that she got that siege workshop up. She can't do anything about that right now. Not against a battering ram. There's going to be one thing here. I mean, Britons do have that extra range now. Doesn't have yeoman yet, but oh, okay, good. Frank Castle is up, but there's still a hole here. That house is unbuilt. No one has put down a hammer, so it's legal to go past it. And villagers are starting to die. I mean, this is very dangerous. They're not getting as much forward progress here as they would want. And all they have to defend is a castle that's in... I mean, it's in a fine spot, but it's not enough to just have one castle to defend here. If they could have gotten up a second one here, that would be fine enough, but oceaningabyss is not gonna have... she's not gonna have that easy game I wanted her to, but the Briton crossbows are now coming back home. And maybe if they can get up a castle here in the front, make sure they have something of a wall here, they can do it. And Jimenacha's up to Imperial Age. That is impressive given this pressure. Impressor. Never mind. And yeah, the problem is, Yekky's on 2 DCs, Oceaning's on 1. Jimenacha is now just, like, she's gonna be able to get into Cavalier, or even just go straight for Battle Elephants and Hussars. That food eco is maybe not quite expanded enough yet, but yeah, once she has a Trem to take down this castle, she can do whatever she wants. And Yekky got caught out here, and that's a lot of crossbows lost. There's gonna be a little forward village here, but more Arambai are coming in. They're back here, they're in front here, there's a Scorpion here, but much like other typical anti-cow archer counters, it's not quite so simple against Arambai. They do a lot of damage, so they surpass that measly 7 pierce armor of a Scorpion. And yeah, even without Manipur Cavalry, I mean, they still do 5 damage per hit, and there's a lot of them, so they can take down this TC if they want to. And I think this push has just completely stalled now. The castle's up, and 50 seconds Imperial Age will be hit for Jimenacha, and she can just start making traps if she wants to. I think she deposited the stone here to try to get the second castle up, and yeah, there it goes, but I mean, oh no, oh, Oceaning, I'm so sorry. Oh no. I can't look away. I feel really sad for Ocean. I don't think this is... I don't think this is what she expected to happen. Arena's supposed to be safe. It's supposed to be a happy place. I'm guessing there's gonna be a trebuchet pretty soon. Yeah, there they are. Oh boy. A monk. That is, Hey, they do get on a run by. No castle and no crossbows anymore, but at least on a run by. It's a consolation prize of a sort. Ocean's trying to rebalance her eco, trying to get up a new TC here, but you can't TC your way away from a run by. I mean, she's at 12 villagers, she has to. But honestly, at this point, I think I might rather just go to my allies' walls and sit in there. It's gonna be really unfortunate being Yekky in this position too, because she's like, I prepared this great defensive wall, and they just go for oceaning again. But again, at least she has her run by. I mean, this isn't entirely useless. You could put it in a castle and it'll provide some extra damage output. So we take those. Yeah, this castle's gonna go down, and I think this is kind of the last attempt of Yekky is just try to mass up this like a crossbow mass and try to do damage. But like Jimenacha could just get onager now. It doesn't even matter how many, or just anything else really, if we're being entirely honest. She's just gonna plug the holes here and build up a castle. But yeah, Britain crossbows can deal with mangonels, but if you're an age ahead and you can get siege engineers and onager, you can do just fine there. And okay, now we are actually trying that secondary wall, and it's not standing up very long, is it? Yeah, this is gonna hurt, and in the meantime Valeria has indeed expanded to 2. But yeah, this is gonna be pretty painful. There's some attempted castle here. I don't think... If this was a Sicilian castle, we could talk about it. I don't think this one is gonna go up though. Yeah... Yeah... That's a lot of it. She might just about make it, but I mean, she's paid a lot of villager deaths for this one. Oh my god, is it actually not gonna go up? 98%? 98.5%? Oh my god. 11! Oh, she's gonna go for it, she's gonna go for it. She clicked on the time center. Okay, it's up, it's up. If I was in the Yekky's position there, I think I would get this castle up and then just say GG. Oh no, 98.5%. Okay, GG VP is called. Good luck next. Yeah, lovely to see everyone being very courteous here. That was... I feel so bad for Oceaning. Like, I'm so glad she has a very good attitude about it, but there's gotta be some level of pain in this. Oh, but lovely games all around. Thank you everyone for participating. This has been lovely, and it's definitely created some very amusing games so far. But Jimenacha and Valeria will indeed go on to round 2. And that will be it for this round, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.